Well, good evening out there, YouTube. AlaskanAmerican here. I am doing a short video on how to use the gold claw. I've had this pan for a while. I'm just going to do a short little video on it. I've also been nominated as a YouTube creator by Shad and Kathleen Biffle, from the Wandering Buffaloes, and so I got to nominate 3 more YouTube creators, and I guess I have to plug my favorite video. I don't really have I guess a favorite video. I do like the ones I did from Coos Canyon last summer. I guess if I had to name a favorite video, it's probably the beach mining video I did. I think it was the Puget Sound Mining Association, so PSMA, gold competition video that I did. At the time I was running all Gold Hog products, and so I was plugging that pretty hard, but we just had a good time on the beach. One of the first mining videos I did, I guess. It was anyway, it was just, we got together, and there's always a lot of talk on whose equipment is better with on the beach especially. There's a lot of different methods out there: Gold Cube, Gold Hog, Dream Mat now. Just long story short, there's a lot of different methods. Everyone thinks they have the best way to do it, so we decided to get together, and everyone brought their favorite equipment to run. Didn't matter what it was, as long as it was within the state rules. And we ran a bunch of black sand, and unfortunately the area that we had chosen for legality purposes and whatnot didn't have that much gold on the beach. There was some, but not as much as we were used to if we had just gone a little farther south on the beach. But it being a state park and it being a big organized function, kind of a competition thing, we didn't want to deal with the extra insurance fees and everything else that had to go along with it. So we didn't do it there. Maybe this year, if they have it again, it will be down there, be a lot more gold. But at any rate, this is really what I'm here to do. I guess I should name the YouTube creators. Goldfather, he's a real good friend of mine, down there, or back over there west in Washington. I kind of started my gold career with him, and they've got a shop and a gold club, a mining club that I'm a part of. And anyway, real good guy. He does good videos when he can, when he has time. He's got a couple different jobs, but we share the same passion, and it was, it's a good guy. Check his videos out, Goldfather. This one's kind of an easy one. It was, well, I'm going to say Ray Rusaw. He's got a tag your it, I guess. He's got a I really like his videos. When I started researching mining, especially mining on the beach, his videos were pretty much the primary videos that I had watched, the only ones I watched, really. There's not very many people, at least that I was aware of at the time, that did Alaska, did mining on the beaches in Alaska, except up in Nome. But it was more relevant to watch him and what I was trying to do in Washington, which is why I started watching him. Anyways, I still follow him. Real good guy. He's got a lot of good videos out. He's YouTubing live almost every night, it seems like. So anyway, it's kind of a trip to watch him. My third nomination is going to be Downeastdetecting. We kind of got to know each other, through the grapevine, watching each other's videos. He's part of the same mining club here in Maine that I am, I believe, but he's more on the detecting side as far as I can tell. And we're hoping to get together this summer and maybe do a collaboration. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not a very good video maker, but I try, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get the gold hog flag down here and we can do something together, and he can teach me a little bit about the dark side of detecting, and maybe we can get some gold out of the creek up there in Coos Canyon somewhere. Who knows? We'll see. More to come on that. But anyway, those are my three: Goldfather, Ray Rusaw, and Downeastdetecting. I guess tag you're it, so you guys have to nominate your favorite video and your 3 favorite YouTube creators, and I guess share them on YouTube. And I guess we're just trying to get together and help boost each other's channels, and yeah, without further ado, I think I'll try and demo this pan. Alright, so before I get started here, I'm going to, these are just earlier in the year I was running other pay dirt that I had either received or I had mined myself, and I classified out, and these are the rocks. So I'm just going to add these to the pan in the gold claw here, and then I'm going to add this little baggie of dirt from Tom's Gold Dirt. Here, I'll pull out the card so you guys can all read it. Okay. Tom's Gold Dirt. I hope that's not backwards. It looks backwards to me, but maybe on the video it won't be. Anyway, I got this from Dennis Dayton. I'm on one of his I'm a Patreon. Patreon? Anyways. And I've been waiting to do this, but I guess this is just a small little baggie of sample pay dirt from Tom's Gold Dirt. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to dump that on top of these rocks here, and then I'm going to show you how I was taught to properly use the gold claw pan. It's a quick pan. I mean, it's fast and it's convenient. As long as you trust it, it moves a lot of dirt. So nice and light. It's actually real durable. It's got a couple sweet features. You know, it's got a lot of gold catching riffles on the back side, on the front side. When you finally get all the way down to your fines, I don't know if you can see that well, but it's got little striations along this edge here, so you can really work it fine. You know, work it in the water real fine, and really break down your pan to pretty much just the gold at the very end, if there's any gold in it. I can't remember why I went with clear at the time, but there's a few other colors out. I'm not 100% sold on the clear. For my purposes, working with real fine gold and whatnot is kind of difficult. I think when it's in the water, it's actually nice. What I was told is it's real good for spotting gems, you know, because it kind of helps. When it's in the water, it kind of almost, I wouldn't say disappears, but it kind of gets a little more translucent. And then if there's any kind of gem in the pan, you know, kind of a translucent rock, I guess, or whatever, it kind of, you're able to see it a lot easier. I haven't had the experience with it, but you'll know, we'll see. Maybe up here this year in Coos Canyon, I'll run into some gems or something, and I'll be using this. Maybe, we'll see. So, kind of the idea behind this, I saved all these because there might be some gold left in here. On the rocks, you know, kind of wash off the rocks. I haven't done that yet, and there was some fine dust in there, so we'll see. Maybe there's something in here. We'll see how this works out. I have my catch pan, you can see in here. Tom's Gold Dirt, unopened. We'll see what he's got in there. Tom's Gold Dirt. Alright, I'm just going to rip the bag open. There we go. Yes, I actually almost forgot to mention, and I almost forgot altogether. With Tom's Gold Dirt, at least with this one, I don't know if you can tell, little silver bar. It's a, let's see what it says here. It's silver bullion, 1 gram, I think. I don't know. And kinda, it's shiny. I'm shaky. Doing this all on cheap camera equipment. A lens on a phone. Anyway. Alright. So here we have our pan, right? Everything's in it. Gold dirt's in there. You know. Anyway, the key to this one is you got to keep it submerged the whole time. So flood it, stratify it real good, right? Stratify, stratify, stratify. Make sure everything's good shaken down. And then after a predetermined time, you know, whatever you think is good and fair, depending on the equipment, you know, if you have a lot of or dirt, I should say, not equipment. If you have clay and stuff, you might want to stratify a little bit longer. Anyway, you start tipping the pan forward over those large riffles, right? And you keep going slow. You keep everything in the water, keep everything submerged, and then you tip. And you let the, try to stay in frame here. And you let everything run over those big riffles. You tip, tip. Everything stays in the water. Try and get back in focus here. Sorry, guys. There we go. Not doing a very good job. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm not doing a very good job keeping everything in the water. Anyway, you tip almost up to a 90, depending on, you know, how much you feel comfortable. But it's okay to go all the way at 90. When I was taught, that's what they said. You can go all the way up, right? I'm gonna go right about there. You know, there's still big rocks in there. That's okay though. There's not a lot in there. So at that point, you keep everything in the water. You rotate this back around. And I put my hands on the edges here, on these edges, because there's no lip here. So when you shake this material back down, because it's all underwater, if you don't put your hands here, there's a small chance that before the stuff runs back into the pan here, that it might run off the side, depending on how aggressive you get, or if the water's running or whatever. So I like to put my hands here, right? Okay? I put the pan all the way back under, and then I just go side to side a little bit, and I'm going to fudge a little bit here because I'm restricted on space, but you tip it back forward, but you wash all that fine black sand and gold, and hopefully gold, back down into your main pan, right? Okay, so shake it back down, right? So now I have all my heavies that was caught in these riffles here are back down in my pan. Okay, and you can see black sand and whatnot. Anyways, so this part, your working space is right here, and you'll see you have two different size riffles here. You have real fine riffles back here, then you have more aggressive kind of inset riffles here. And so what you want to do is it's just one-handed, just one hand with your wrist, a nice back and forth action. Just like this, just back and forth. I'll try and do this in front of the camera. But it's literally just a gentle motion. It's not a two-handed side-to-side aggressive, because you're trying to get all that material to work down the center of this pan. And again, and then you just tip, You just slowly tip it forward, and you keep that material active, and you try and keep it all, you're stratifying it the whole time. You're keeping the heavies in the bottom of the pan. If you see black sand starting to work up towards the front, it's okay. Just shake it all back down, right, in your pan, because you have it all right there. Work it all back to the center, right? Change the angle here a little bit. Anyways, actually, I'll see if I can get on this side. And then you just slowly tip it up. There. I'll do it so you guys can see it now, I guess. Back and forth, and you just tip. Keeping everything under the water. Tip. You can kind of see. So I'm starting to lose black sand down the end here, so I'll just... Now I'm a little suspicious and untrusting, so I like to keep working it all back down to the back of the pan and then working it forward again. But the original way I was taught to do this is you just dump it. you just work it the same way you worked it on the backside. Just slowly, just tip it, tip it, tip it, and you can already see the gold is in the back. Hasn't come out yet. I mean, you can see all that. That gold right there is stuck back here as I'm slowly working it forward. And if any gold did make it forward here, it'd be stopped in these real high ridges, and then I would just reset everything. So it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of there. But if you wanted to work a shovel full of dirt, work it down to this point and then back out. Save all this to work through a table or something at home or whatever, you could. Try and keep some water in there. But see, I don't know if how well you can see that. There's some good chunks of gold in there. So I'm gonna work that back down again to the bottom of the pan. I'm gonna work it just one-handed, just a little roll of your wrist back and forth. You know, you just pinch it. You can pinch it with 2 fingers right here and just roll it back and forth just like this and tip it a little farther. And then you just tip. And then you take a firm grip, you hold it with this hand on the front, and then you tap all your gold back down. Right? Oh, and it's floating away. So, there you have it. It's kind of hard to see in that clear pan. But there she is. Maybe it'll help if I put a... I don't know if that helps at all. I'm not going to bother weighing it. Oh, I guess I could show you this here. So once you get down to this stage, work everything back down into your pan. You can run it all the way down to this corner here. Because remember I said there was those real fine grooves? So you can literally just pan this out real nice and slow. And in theory, those grooves will stop the gold. I'm kind of in a hurry and I'm not taking my time here. But I could work all this black sand out and not lose any of that gold. Almost. Almost, didn't I? Almost lost one right there, didn't I? And of course you can always back pan and do your stuff. But actually, to make it efficient, more efficient, I'm just going to go ahead and run it off the front of them, the front again. Right? Just tip, tip. I can see all the gold there. I'm going to go ahead and hold it right here. And I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Look at that. Most all the gold came out right there. Came right down. Get the rocks out of there. Nice little bunch of gold right there from a small bag, huh? See if I can't focus on it. There we go. There it is. I'm going to snuffer that up. Back pan this real quick. Just to make sure there's nothing else in there. Oh yeah, there's some fines in there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that or not. See them specks? Right in there. I'm going to snuffer those up too. They don't weigh nothing, but they look good in a glass bottle with a little bit of water in it. I'm not getting rich, that's for sure, but you know, it's fun to see. It's fun to look at. Especially in the meantime while I'm going through withdrawals. I can't wait for the mining season to start again. It's supposed to be summer by, what, a couple weeks now? And we, no kidding, just got another several inches of snow out here in Maine, so there you have it. That's how you work the gold claw. Take it or leave it, like it or don't. That's what it is. It has a purpose. It works good in some situations and doesn't work good in others. So, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this other light on here. I'm gonna show you guys what that noise in the background was all night. What I'm doing. Boiling down some sap, some maple sap for maple syrup. Been the first time I've done it, so why not start another hobby? Trying to get this thing as focused, darn it. There we go. Anyway, don't worry, I got the door open over here. Cracked, see? It's dark outside. Anyway, yeah, boiling that down, and I already got about a gallon of maple syrup, but it, no kidding, takes about 45 to 60 gallons, man, probably around 50 to 60 gallons of raw syrup to boil down to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. Whew. A lot of boiling down. But well, anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. Showed you a little bit of my sap. Showed you a little bit of my sap, my maple syrup operation there. Seems like I'm always getting to some new hobby. But hey, keep yourself busy, right? Gold Claw last time. It's how you use it. In case you were wondering how I use it, how I was taught to use it, from the guy I bought it from about a year ago at a gold show. Had a big demonstration there. At any rate, that's what I was taught. That's how I use it. Seems to be working great. Seems to be working good. Anyway, another shout out, Goldfather, Ray Rusaw, and Downeastdetecting. It's your turn. Tag your it. Like, share, subscribe, and more to come. Snow is melting. It did snow, but it's melting, and the mining season is going to start here in another, I guess, month or so, as far as motorized goes. But as soon as the ground gets thawed enough, I can start running pans, running stream sluices, and I'm really excited. Downeastdetecting, we're going to get together at some point, maybe do a collaboration video, I don't know. But I did win a metal detector this Christmas, thanks to Goldfather and his Gold Club. Win a metal detector, so that's kind of cool, right? And Bob's going to teach me how to use it, hopefully, effectively, so I'm not just swinging up square nails all the time, I guess. And yeah, it's going to be a good year. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll talk to you guys again soon.